Ooh, an ectophile. Is that some sort of sports drink? Hey everybody, welcome back. We last left off getting 40 prayer from hill giants, so now we're going to home teleport to Lumbridge to prepare for the troll stronghold quest so we can finish up the Firemaking easy diary to get 38 herblore to make prayer potion. I know I've got 3 attack styles here, but you only need magic, so pull out your combat gear, 12 coins to purchase climbing boots, some food, and games necklace. Let's minigame teleport to Games Room and head back to Tenzing's house to buy those climbing boots. The climbing boots are now effectively our best in slot combat boots because they're the only boots that have +2 strength bonus until we get up into the rune boot range, which requires either 66 Slayer to kill Fossil Island Wyverns for granite boots, which have a similar bonus, or 80 Slayer to kill Necryles, which won't happen for a long time. Okay, continue the quest, eventually fight Dad, and then continue on into the Troll Stronghold to satisfy the last Firemaking Easy Diary task, so we can now go turn that in later. Continue on inside the Troll Stronghold, and you'll have to safe spot a Troll General for their prison key, and the only reason I'm bringing this up is because they can slap either a 36 or a 38, so you want to make sure they never get close to you. Finish up the quest, teleport back to Berthorpe, and turn it in. Right now it only gives us a Law Talisman and the ability to make Law Runes, which we cannot do right now, but it opens up the way to do Edgar's Ruse, Troll Romance, and Myram's Big Adventure, which gives a lot of good experience. So we're going to head to the bank and pull out our Drawman Staff, and then take the Fairy Ring system over to Relica, where we're going to talk to Thoradin to get the Firemaking Boots, as well as another 2500 Experience Lamp, which I think you know goes into herblore. The cool thing about the Firemaking Boots is that they actually provide a teleport at the Easy Diary tier, whereas every other diary, their teleports only start kicking in at the medium tier, so next time we need to come back to Relica, we can get right here. Now we're going to prepare for Horde from the Deep, but first, of course the quest requires more nails, and I didn't think to look ahead and make them earlier, so we need to do that now. But I think everybody here should just learn from me and go to the sawmill, world hop several times, and buy at least 500 nails. They're 3 GP each, so 500 nails is 1500 GP, and that's 1 or 2 pieces of jewelry from the ham storeroom, so just save yourself the time from having to go out of the way or to get all these steel bars, unless you really care about the smithing experience. Now, I'd like to make my prayer potions, but I recall Amulets of Chemistry being a thing. I believe there's a 5% chance of making a 4-dose potion instead of a 3-dose potion, so I'm going to go to Alcard to make a couple of those, and then make my prayer potions. Now we need to pull out everything we need to do the first part of Horde from the Deep before we bank again to grab our magic gear to finish off the fight. Finishing the quest gives us 4,662 strength, magic, and range experience, bumping us up to level 40 ranged, so we can now wear green dragonhide gear whenever we get that, as well as 45 magic so we can teleport to Camelot, and 46 strength. Now we go upstairs and talk to Jossic to get one of the 3 main god books. Although empty, they still give +5 prayer experience and they're held in the offhand, so that'll be actually really nice. And then eventually through clue scrolls, we'll hopefully get a page to at least fill one of the books, because we can always come back later and give Jossic 5k for another one of the books. But first, I'm going to choose Zamorak, because of course, it's the coolest. Why?
Because it's red.
Alright, so after finishing Horde from the Deep, I had gone to the bank, stopped my last recording, gone to the restroom, and then forgot to start the recording back up when I came back, so let me catch you up on what I did. We took the Fairing system to the base of Mount Karum, took the 29 agility shortcut halfway up, ran the rest of the way to the west side, mined an iron ore to satisfy the second to last Kebos Easy Diary task, and then went to the weapon shop on the southwest side of the mountain to purchase a steel spear for Taibo Wannai Trio quest, which is coming up because it gives a fat amount of experience. Cool, now you're caught up. Speaking of Taibo Wannai Trio, there's a couple other things we need to get before we can do the quest. The first is an Agility Potion 4, meaning we need to make 2 Agility Potion 3s to combine, meaning we need 2 Toad Flaxes. Fastest way to get Toad Flaxes is at the Brimhaven Agility course, because we can trade in 3 tickets per Toad Flax, so we're going to get 6 tickets, which will also satisfy a medium Karamja Diary task, and then we're going to trade in the tickets for the 2 Toad Flaxes, go to the far east to the Karamja pub, purchase a Karamja rum, and then nearby at the general store there is a banana and a knife. Slice the banana, add it to the rum, and then we're going to teleport out to go to the gnome stronghold to get 2 toad's legs from the swamp. Yes, I know, I could have done it before. And then we're going to make the potions. Oops, I did it again. Stopped to get some food, then forgot to hit record. Now I'm gonna catch you all up. Now that we had everything for Taibo Wannai Trio, we pulled the stuff out, took the Fairing system to CKR, fished some more Karabonji nearby to up our stack and to make our marinated J-bones. If you need to kill a Joker for bones, you can go to the dungeon to the north. And then we started the quest in the village, Went up to Lumbufu to do that section where he tells us how to fish Karambom and gives us 1500 fishing experience, and now we took the Firemaking system to DKP where we have to cook a Karambom. So here's the thing. You're given a free raw Karambom during the quest, but otherwise they require 65 fishing to get, and we don't have that right now. So you have one chance to cook the Karambom, and if you don't do it, you have to wait until you have 65 fishing to come back. And of course I burnt it, so for everybody who was able to successfully cook it, go on and continue the quest and get your 5,000 fishing and cooking experience. For the rest of us, we've got to figure out something else to do. I think a good option would be to continue A Tale of Two Cats, and so we're going to pull out everything we need for that and then go to Varrock, where the wiki quest page says that the easiest way to locate Bob the Cat is by waiting by the Varrock anvils and hopping worlds. And so I just scrolled up to the top and hopped to world 302, and bam, he was there first time. Now we're going to continue the quest up until we have to go back to Sophonim to speak to the Sphinx. Because I never purchased another set of desert robe top and bottoms after trading them for slave robes during the tourist trap, I'm going to Shantae Pass to purchase a set of those, not only because we're going into the desert, but also because we'll need it to make a doctor or nurse's gown during the final part of the quest. But even though we're at Shantae Pass and by the magic carpet system now, I'm actually going to take the fairy ring system north of Narda to run into town and then southwest to Sophonim instead of spending the coins on the magic carpets. We're going to talk to the Sphinx and continue the quest getting the short list. You'll then have an option to view a 5-minute and 20-second cutscene or skip it and view the summary, your choice there. And then we're going to go back to Berthorpe to do all of Unferth's chores, which includes planting potatoes, which take anywhere from 15 to 35 minutes to grow. So in the meantime, we're going to take a trip to Canifis to do Creature of Frankenstrain, so that after we're finished with A Tale of Two Cats, we can jump on into Garden of Tranquility. As I'm sure you can expect, we're going to take the Firemaking system to Canifis, and then on the way into the bank, we're going to purchase the Pickled Brain in the Bar for 50 coins. Pull out everything you need for the quest because this is one of those one and done type situations, and then we're going to go start and finish it while our potatoes are growing. Odds are they will finish growing before we're done, but that's okay. Turning in the quest gives us 1000 thieving experience and the Ring of Karos, which will activate next during Garden of Tranquility. Now we need to head back to Berthorpe and go to Unferth's house to continue the quest. He believes he's ill, so we'll have to go to Varrock to either pick up a doctor or a nurse's hat from the apothecary, and then go back and finally finish the quest. Oh yeah, the last thing we do is we have to go find Bob again, so we're gonna head back to the Varrock anvils, world hop once, and oh shit, he's there first time again. Talking to him will continue the quest and you'll end up being teleported outside of Unferth's house. Talk to him and get your mysterious present, which comes with a cat toy, as well as 2 XP lamps worth 2500 experience each. I'm choosing to put them into Herblore, however, some people might want to put them into prayer so they can get 43 faster. Totally your call. Alright, now we need to bank and prepare for the first part of Garden of Tranquility up until the point where we go to Edgeville. If you don't have the onion, cabbage, marigold, or rosemary seeds for the quest yet, the first part of the quest after we start it takes us to Draenor, so you can just buy them there. For the first part of the quest, we'll also need a pickaxe, our scorpion cage, and a melee weapon because we're able to continue Scorpion Catcher and Between a Rock during Garden of Tranquility. Start the quest, head to the Wise Old Man in Draenor to activate our Ring of Karos, and then purchase seeds if need be. Then, follow the wiki quick guide to get all of the plants we need for the quest. Note that you must talk to the individual farmers before planting the crops, otherwise you'll have to dig them up and do it again. When we go to Catherby to talk to Dantera about the white sapling, there is a farming store there, and you need to purchase 2 plant cures for the quest and whatever else you need. Since we need to go to Ice Mountain right after, we're actually going to go north into the White Wolf Tunnel, take the minecart to Keldagrim, and then to the Dwarven Mine, and then go up to the top. Before continuing Garden of Tranquility, we're going to talk to Rolod in the building to the east in order to continue Between a Rock. He asks us to go down into the Dwarven Mine to search minecarts for 1 page of a book, mine any non-coal or adamant ore for the 2nd page of a book, and then kill scorpions for the 3rd page of the book. Then we're going to go up to the top, continue the quest, and since for some reason I dropped my cannonball mold so long ago, I'm going to go into the building to the west to buy one for 5 coins from Nolodian. Then we're going to go north to Ice Mountain to get the White Tree Shoot, and then go east to the monastery. At the monastery, we need to join the Prayer Guild, which requires 31 prayer, and then once we're in, we need to go upstairs, use the scorpion cage on the scorpion in the eastern room, and if you'd like, pick up some monk robes as well, and then go north to the cabbage patch where all the roses are and continue the quest there. The monk there calls us a naughty sinner and tells us to ditch our Ring of Karos, which we're going to go throw in the Edgeville well. Then we're going to go back to him, get our roses, and then go back to Edgeville to bank to pull out a fishing rod so we can get our ring back. At the bank, we're going to pull out a rune essence, hammer, and pestle and mortar so that we can hammer the rune essence and then grind it so we can use it for a better plant cure later on. Then we're going to go to Berthorpe, go behind the bar to deal with the vines. The guy sends us to Taverley to talk to the tree guy there. Then we're going to go back, add the rune essence dust into our plant cure, use it on that. He'll give us a seed. And then we need to go back through every farmer we went before to harvest the crops and get these seeds from them before going back to Varrock Castle. Make sense? Once we get back to the castle, we're going to plant all the seeds we got, and then we need to wait around 15 minutes for everything to grow. So in the meantime, we're going to do the last step of the quest, which is get the 2 statues from Varrock and Falador, bring them back to the garden, and then since there was still little time left, I decided to do an inventory of ham storerooms, even though it would take longer than that. And because I was feeling antsy and wanted a break from questing a bit, I decided to do my clue scroll as well, which is awesome because from the beginner clue scroll I got, we got a hard leather body, which I can use for the emote clue in my easy clue scroll, so that's convenient. And finally, we can go back to the queen, watch the cutscene, and turn in the quest, getting 5,000 farming experience, as well as an apple seed, 8 corn, which is for an oak tree, and 5 guam seeds, as well as a super compost potion, so we can make regular compost at a farm, pour the potion, and when it's done, and bam, super compost. Also, the cool thing about the white tree bias is I think every 5-ish minutes or so, it'll spawn a white tree fruit, which you can eat for 5 to 10% energy gain, and I think the tree can hold 5 or 6 at once, so you can always come back every now and again to get some fruit to use for various quests where you have to run a lot. And on that note, I think we're going to call it there. Thanks again for joining, everybody. Apologies this one came out a bit late, but I hope to get the next one done a bit sooner, as a lot of stuff happens. See you next time.